Hi everyone, just thought I'd do my top 50. See, a lot of people have been doing it over YouTube the last few weeks. I think Manny Raposo started it up, and I think 5 others. Parsnip Burger, Lylesburg 7-Eleven, Toddy Walnuts, Giving Up 96 and AndrewBallina. All great channels there. I mean, if anyone's not subscribed to them, you know, you need to subscribe to these guys because the channels are really good. Some brilliant pickups and like great content and that. And also I think HorrorFanMan and Pynn has done their top 50s as well. 2 more channels I'm subscribed to, 2 more great channels. So anyone else watching who haven't subscribed to all them guys, please do so because they're great channels. But anyway, I thought I'd do my top 50 or the first part of it. Such a hard sort of thing to do. I thought it would be easy, you know, I think it'd be top 50, but well, I started off picking all my favourites out and I come to over 200. Then I did another preliminary list, and it was 108 films that I managed to narrow it down to, but I really struggled from 108. A lot of ones that I've missed out, thinking with hindsight maybe I should have put in, but you know, I may do another video after this one's finished of maybe honourable mentions that just missed out. That'll probably be quite an interesting video as well. But anyway, I'm going to crack on with my top 50. Probably a couple of films in my top 50 that people haven't got in theirs, but that's a good thing about these. A lot of people are all different and that, so I'll start at my number 50 anyway. The Twilight Zone, the movie. So I love this film sort of as a teenager. I used to watch it all the time. I don't think there's a single weak story in this. Quite a lot of you know, good cameos in it, famous people in it. I really like the story John Lithgow as well, with the creature on the plane. That was a really good story as well. Also the one by Joe Dante at the end, that was a really great story. So you know, really good quality anthology movie, and you know, still brilliant today. So that's my number 50. Number 49, a film from the late 70s. A lot of my films, I think, in my top 50 are probably, most of them are probably from the 70s and 80s, because I think that's probably my favourite era. But this one's from the late 70s, I think 79 or something. This is The Legacy. This is the one I sort of watched on telly ages ago. It was on the local TV ages ago. Stayed up and watched it, and I loved the movie. And I could never remember what it was called. And did a bit of digging around and found out it was The Legacy. And I do love this film. It's great eerie sort of atmosphere to it. 1 or 2 decent deaths in it and stuff. But I always remember the scene with the chicken bone, the guy choking on the chicken bone, Roger Daltrey choking on the chicken bone. He didn't have chicken, and they had to do a tracheotomy on him and things like that. And I just love the film generally. It's one I'd watch on TV, and I've always loved it. And I put that as number 49, The Legacy. Another 70s one, bit of a pattern sort of forming here, yeah. But The Devil's Reign. This is one I sort of saw a few times. I think it's been on the Horror Channel a few times, and stayed at one night and really loved it. I mean, it is a bit of a cheese fest. It is, you know, some good stars in it. William Shatner, Ernest Borgnine, and early John Travolta role in it. And there's you know, some decent makeup effects in this for the time, and it's like a film about like a cult, you know, a religious cult. And I do like them sort of films, and I think this is one of the best of these sort of films. But yeah, a bit of a classic that really. There, Devil's Reign. That's number 48. Number 47, Maniac Cop 2. I really love the first Maniac Cop as well, but to me, this one just edges the first one. I don't know why. It sort of seems to have been a serial killer with this one, and I just think he had a bit more story around sort of the Maniac Cop on this one than the first one. And plus, I think the kills were a bit better in it, and it just seemed to be a bit more action packed, you know, a bit more. I found this one a bit more exciting than the first one. So I've actually chose Maniac Cop 2 as number 47. So there's that one, Maniac Cop 2. So a bit of a pause there. Alright, number 46 now. Children of the Corn 3, Urban Harvest. This is probably my favourite of the Children of the Corns. It is pretty cheesy, this one, but I think I just like this one. It's something about the film. I saw this when I was a bit younger as well, and I've always really loved this Children of the Corn. I love the first Children of the Corn is good, and I really like the second one as well. I think the second one is probably the second best. I really like the second one as well, but I think for me the third one just edges it. So that's my number 46. 45. Amityville 2 The Possession. This is the collector's edition of this one. I picked this one up quite cheap, really. It was a good. I've got a French release of this as well for some reason. It is in English, but yeah, I saw this one cheap and I picked this one up because this is a great edition, this one. But yeah, Amityville 2 The Possession. I think this is probably the best of all the Amityville films. The first one was good, but this is sort of more of a prequel. It sort of told you what happened in the house, you know, before it got haunted and stuff. And it's just really claustrophobic, creepy movie, this one. I think it was the one that was probably the scariest of all the Amityvilles as well. It had some really unnerving little scenes in it. And I've put that one as number 45. Number 44, the Night of the Living Dead remake, the Tom Savini directed one. I actually enjoyed this one more than the original Night of the Living Dead. I thought this was a brilliant remake. And it's one of them few ones where the remakes are better than the original, I think. The original one is a classic, but this just sort of did everything right. It was a lot more visceral. There's a lot more gore in it. I thought Tony Todd was really good as well as the main lead in it. And yeah, I just really love this version. Obviously the zombie effects were superb as well, being a Tom Savini film. But yeah, I really like this as the 1990 remake. Great movie. Number 43 now. Wes Craven, People Under the Stairs. I think a few years ago I would have put this a bit higher because it is one of my favourite Wes Craven films. But yeah, it's just dropped a little bit now. But I still do love the movie. It's still worthy of the top 50. And you know, great sort of Wes Craven movie. It's going to be missed, Wes Craven. So that's brilliant film there. That's number 43. Number 42. Pumpkinhead. I think I've seen this in a lot of people's. I think this has been quite high on most people's lists, but I did love this. This is one I used to really love as a kid. Say kids sort of early to mid-teens. This is one of my films I had on VHS, and I used to watch it sort of every 2 weeks or something when I was young. I used to really love it. This film, obviously, the monster's more the star than anything. It is a great monster effects in this. And Lance Henriksen, you know, he's good as always. But I had to put Pumpkinhead in there. So the other Pumpkinheads are good as well. But the first one is obviously the best one. So that's my number 42. And to finish it off, which this might surprise some people, it's not higher. But John Carpenter's Halloween. I'll put this as 41. It is a brilliant film. It is a classic. But yeah, a lot of people do put it higher. I mean, I still think it's a brilliant film. But yeah, it is. I'm not usually a huge slasher fan, and it is one of the better slasher films. But you know, it's a really good suspenseful movie. I think could have done with a little bit more gore, but I suppose it would have sort of, you know, not made it a suspenseful with too much gore. But yeah, Halloween's still a brilliant film. Probably surprising I've only put it as 41, but yeah, I still do love the movie as well. So number 40. Just a quick recap of my top 50. Number 50. Twilight Zone the movie. Number 49, The Legacy. Number 48, The Devil's Reign. 47, Maniac Cop 2. 46, Children of the Corn 3, Urban Harvest. 45, Amityville 2, The Possession. 44, Night of the Living Dead, the Tom Savini remake. 43, The People Under the Stairs by the great Wes Craven. 42, Pumpkinhead. And 41, John Carpenter's classic Halloween. There you go, that's my first 10 of the top 50. Hopefully, I'll try and get the next one up in a couple of days or so, maybe, and I'll try and get the series wrapped up as quick as possible. But thanks everyone for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to all the guys I mentioned at the beginning as well, because we've all got brilliant channels, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.